Welcome back, everyone. We are here for the lower bracket final, the winner heading over to grand final. I am Willie. I was here yesterday, but we got a newcomer this time. We got Oshi. Oshi, welcome to the broadcast, man. We are in for a great game. I've seen both these teams play, and I'm so excited to have you alongside me to experience what should be a good best of three.
Exactly. I was going to say a good game. No, good games. Unquestionably, we're going to see absolutely all of them if everything goes the way that I want them. Because one game, great, that's guaranteed. Two games, great, that's guaranteed. I want to see every single piece of action all the way through, absolutely all of them, because this is my first time getting to do Marvel Rivals. I have never had the opportunity to be on screen for this as talent, and I'm beyond excited to be here, especially with you, man. Getting to chat with you
Yeah.
beforehand. It's fantastic getting to know you already, hearing that you do this for a day-to-day living, but for real sports.
I know that's my big thing is I've been a sports commentary guy, but have always had a place of a love for gaming in my heart. So I get to combine those two worlds, and today we get to do Marvel Rivals, a game that I have loved a ton. And we got some really good teams coming in here too. We have LeBron lovers and we have Strat Pack, I believe,
Yep.
are the two teams that are going at it in this lower grand final. And before we get into that game, we got a couple of sponsors that we want to thank. So we'll just go through them real quick. We got Core, who is going to be doing a giveaway, three giveaways actually. You have the chance to win a Core hoodie, a $20 Marvel Rival gift card, and a custom banner. And if you want to enter into that, you follow Core Gaming at Core Gaming on Twitter. You got to follow at Ohgawdevents and at Ohgawdevents, all of them on Twitter. You like and retweet the post. You tag a friend. There's a couple of additional ways you can enter too, but that is the big one that you got to do. And Oshi, we just have some phenomenal sponsors coming in. I believe Ponage is also giving away some mice.
Yeah, Ponage is doing a massive giveaway as well, giving away not only giving one mouse away to a random individual as part of that. Make sure that you follow Ponage as well as Oh God Kate on Twitter, just like for the other giveaway. But they're also giving the winning team 8 mice themselves, which is absolutely incredible if you think about that. That is
Crazy.
8 individual pieces of peripherals, and they are overall a peripheral company as well, right? Not just mice; they do a bunch of other things as well,
Yes.
focusing primarily on using relatively new materials in their products as well, focusing on things like magnesium, getting into carbon fiber composite in their mice. So they're really trying to kind of focus and expand the mouse and peripheral world overall. So the fact that they're kind of putting their chips in the basket with an event like this is phenomenal to see, because obviously the number one reason that we're here is that LA wildfire charity, which we are very close to hitting our goal.
100%. Yeah, we're almost there. We have 437 out of the $500 target goal. So we're almost there. If you have the money to spare and you want to go support the LA wildfire relief, we would love for you to do that. It's
Probably
exclamation
down
point
there.
donate in the chat. And if you got the extra funds, we would love that. And if you don't, as long as you're just, watching, enjoying, or even sharing, that would be phenomenal. We appreciate anything that you can do. We also got a couple more giveaways going on as well. So many great sponsors in this event. We got Paloma. They are giving away stickers, a couple of stickers. I believe the direct quote I got from Kate yesterday is "the girlies will be girling" from the stickers.
What?
So if you want to enter that one, you got to follow at AOP and at Oh God Events at Oh God Kate on Twitter. And I think that's Twitter. Yeah, we'll say it is. And you want to like and retweet the post, tag a friend. So head on over to the Twitter, get that all going. Another great giveaway. I mean, it just doesn't stop over here, Oshi.
It doesn't stop, because not only is Paloma doing the giveaway, they're a phenomenal artist, and they are one of 2 artists that are actually sponsoring this event. The second one being Leanne, who is a Palestinian digital artist who's provided a bunch of character art for this event and to the event host, Kate herself, as well. So make sure that you take a look at everything that she's providing. Find her on Twitter, Layann, that's LAYANN_06, as well as VGen/Kofi at Layann, same thing with the double N_06. Hit both of those up, check out her work, and make sure to thank her for supporting this event, because without these people, we wouldn't be able to sit here screaming into pieces of metal and foam for you to listen to.
Absolutely, yes. So many phenomenal sponsors that we have put together here, and I believe we are getting ready to head on into the game. Thank you to the sponsors once again. One last time, go and donate as we are getting into the lower final. We are heading over to Midtown in just a second, which, by the way, Midtown has been one of the most played maps so far in this tournament. Pretty much every game that I have done has involved Midtown in some way, and we are ready to start getting on into the match. It's the lower grand final, you could call it. It's Lebron Luvrs, and it is Strat Pack, and the winner will go on to play Guardians of the Sun in the grand finals. Exciting stuff. We also have this new ban and save, I guess you could call it,
System.
just, I don't even know, just the whole new format. I mean, it threw me off at first where you have a chance to ban 3 heroes and save 2. No Emma Frost, by the way. I got baited by that yesterday. They're just hovering for some trolling, so appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to appreciate just being reminded that she exists in the game these days. And I'm not sure many people are going to forget, but
Oh yeah.
just a reminder, as Willie said, not playable in this event right now, just to keep things nice and fair. Same with the new map, also not going to be played within this series, as it is not part of the event either. But getting into Midtown as a map, talk to me about it. What's your favorite things about it? Actually, not even, don't tell me your favorite things about it. Tell me your favorite composition that you like to see on it. Do you want to see the revived styled gameplay, or are you looking for a little more kind of forceful takeover styles?
I have been a big fan of this map since it came out. And this comp that I think I've loved the most has been, as you said, the triple res comp, where you're able to get that Star-Lord, that Adam Warlock, and that Mantis. We have seen a lot of Groot and Moon Knight as well. That was a big thing in the game last night, that Groot and Moon Knight combo, where you can get a lot in that prison with the Groot ult and then the Moon Knight from above to finish it off. And you can already see that is what we're starting to see with some of the bans here. A Groot keep for the side of Strat Pack, and Lebron Luvrs wanting to keep that Moon Knight. Couple of bans going back and forth. Star-Lord and Magneto will go down. Hela and Penny as well. So we might see some Hulk with some dive comp maybe, as CC's hovering that for Strat Pack.
Yeah, this is definitely some interesting sets of saves and bans here. Obviously, looking to ban out key parts, I'll say, of the respawn comp, while also keeping the actual respawn essence of it still alive by making sure to lock in that Loki, who's going to help with everything as well. I'm very surprised to see the Magneto ban. We talked about this before we went live. We were looking forward to being able to pull out the jokes with the Braun lovers and the dunks and the ball.
Next map.
We got to wait a map, and I'm so upset. I was so ready.
Well, now we start to see another strategist go down. We see Invisible Woman. The Loki was kept. So that is going to be huge, especially if there's a Bucky player. You're able to get the reset with that ultimate on some of those Bucky clones. And Rocket Raccoon will be the last one banned. So 2 strategists will go down in this ban phase. I think we're going to see a lot of interesting comps coming out here. A lot of meta stuff banned. As you can see, you have Hela going down, Invisible One, very meta right now, and Star-Lord and Magneto. So I'm interested to see what these comps are going to look like.
Yeah, I'm definitely expecting to see, the Thing getting locked in right there. Who doesn't love to play that these days, especially knowing that Moon Knight is on the table? You can't get pulled around by the Yonk in that situation. Very useful to be able to have that as your tank, kind of the nice consistency of knowing you are where you want to be standing. And then on the defense side here as well, we actually do see... I'm going to call this a very interesting comp. They are going for the 2-2-2 situation. They do have the nice range of the Moon Knight as well as the assassination potential there. But they're not opting for, I would say, what is the much more standard triple healer.
Yeah, triple healer has completely taken over the game. And it has been really the backbone of a lot of these comps where we're able to pull out the Warlock and then maybe Mantis, a Luna Snow. There's been so many different ways you could run triple healer, but we've seen this from these teams before. They're completely fine going with that extra damage, and it has won a lot of fights. So we are underway right now as we see Cart starting to push its way. Rogue going to be dashing back and forth with that Psylocke. Was very effective in the games yesterday on that character. Haven't seen a lot of Storm so far in this tournament. DJ going to be whipping it out, at least for right now on this map. And here's CC above with the Thing. CC actually one of the most flexible players we've seen, as picks will go in favor of the defense right now. Strong thus far. So we're going to be dropped down low, and Rogue going to have to just fade away and dash out. So far, so good for the defense. Not a whole lot of that payload being pushed as Wolfrax will take down Maple Zebra. And just like that, it's already a reset for the attack.
Yeah, I really like the Storm pickup here when you know that you're going to have the Moon Knight as the available character to kind of be really focusing the backline DPS on your opponent's team, because obviously it keeps you in the air. You're not going to be caught out by the Onks being thrown onto the payload as much, but at the same time, you're not actively playing with it. You're not pushing that payload for your team, so you're not necessarily there at all times. Picks coming out, though. Maple Zebra getting taken down on the attack. Unfortunate, again, the Groot ult is up, so we're going to see that tangle coming through sometime soon, I would expect.
Yeah, we're going to wait, I think, for Dingers to get this ult online. This has been the bread and butter for the side of LeBron Lovers. This duo has been insane. As you're going to see Vanster use his, not going to get anything. It's actually going to be Dingers to take down K, and Vanster will actually get one with the ultimate, but Rogue is going to trade that right out. Still, absolutely efficient work coming in for the side of LeBron Lovers. They got this Groot of Maple Zebra trapped all the way in the backline. And another fight win is going to go their way as DJ will try and get the Storm ult back, try and reset, but right there, the ults to respawn. You have a Psylocke to survive, and that will take down DJ, and the Luna ult still up for the damage.
At this point in time, I would have to suspect that it would be better off for Strat to look towards one of those respawn comps, because these picks are coming in, I would say, quite regularly for the attacking team here. LeBron Lovers obviously have phenomenal one-target focus, being able to take out individuals in single-minded situations. But overall, it's just not benefiting Strat. Sorry, I lost myself right there as 3 members of the defense go down, and this is a huge push for Strat.
Yeah, this is what Strat really needed to get this payload moving. They're going to keep 2 on right now. A portal will come in. This is probably to block off the entrances, and CC again switching it up. Rogue still in this backline being a pest, and that's going to do a lot to really stall out the rest of this point. Just has to do a good job of living. They do have this Mizuki and Dingers combo, so look for that. This point is not lost just yet. There comes the Groot ult in, and here comes the Moon Knight ult from above. Dingers with 1, 2, 3, taking down 3 of those attackers of Strat back, and the fight win should be going in their favor right now. Gizmo still on the point with a strange ult, a chance to unleash that, but actually gets walled out. Not gonna get value. That was their own Groot. Misplaced wall. Dinger's still going to get the kill. Hart will take 1, but in general, that is a fight win going in favor of LeBron Lovers.
I was expecting to see the eye come out at the same time as the Groot Moon Knight combo to really kind of guarantee that lockdown and the overall multi-hit AoE that Moon Knight likes to bring with it. It didn't come out, and then like you called, absolutely walled off when it did finally come through. So, you know, you got to give credit to Maple Zebra getting that wall up in time, blocking that off, saving his team a little bit, but they still got some picks off, and Strat was pushed back once more. So really got to see them kind of focus, lock in right now, get these similar style combos. They're running the same composition. They have the same ultimates, but there just is not the same, I'd say, cohesion between the players at this point in time, as like you keep saying, between Dingers and Mizuki. It is absolutely flawless.
Yeah, Dinger's gonna probably get reset. No, it's actually gonna live in time, and that Luna ult, huge, keeping them alive from Wolfrax. Here comes the Eye of Agamotto from CC, but again, that Luna ult is just gonna keep everyone alive, and the ultimates have run dry. You still have a Mizuki ult, and that is gonna go down. Dinger's and Mizuki gonna clean all of it all out. They're still trying to get a touch. They have to stay on this point, as it is chaos right now on the payload. They are still getting a touch available, but Mizuki with a double gonna make it very hard. Cart will still get pushed for now. They still have the touch going, but they have to turn around, get it the other way. But Vanster will respond with a double, and now a triple Moon Knight ult. Rogue to respond as well, and the Groot of Mizuki still just living on the point. There will be no other touch to come in. Mizuki does it by themselves, it seems like, just living on that payload. It is a first point full hold coming in for LeBron Lovers.
Absolutely incredible first round. You could not ask more from your team after that. You called it consistently that Mizuki and Dingers threw everything at the same time and did very well. I would say the unsung hero of that round for the defense, though, goes to Wolfrax, because those Luna ults were incredibly well timed and thoroughly negated the majority of the planning, I'd say, that came from the attack side in all of that. Strat were never able to really get things flowing for them. They didn't get any kind of a roll on resets by getting kills and picks in repetitive motion. So it was kind of a one kill would come through, and then that Luna would be able to keep absolutely everybody else alive, and the defense were able to hold strong until Mizuki and Dingers got to do their thing. Fantastic round, and I'm very, very interested to see if they are able to pull it off on the attack as well, because of course the grouping is going to be much tighter from the defensive squad this time.
Yeah, this is what we've seen from LeBron Lovers. This exact comp has been pretty much their bread and butter. The Mizuki and the Dingers combo, the ult is huge. Gizmo has been a phenomenal flex on the tank, picking up whatever they need. And then Sophia and Wolfrax on the healers. Phenomenal. Rogue as well. Very deep hero pool. Not the healer. It's actually a Toolis main. Played a Psylocke, as you see right now. A little bit of Hella. Just able to switch up whatever really TPS character that they need.
Oh no.
Here comes the full defense. The Punisher is out right now for DJ, and he has seen success with that. But here comes Dingers with the flank, and the Og to be thrown down. They're actually going to spot him out first. So the Moon Knight at least negated for right now. This is a good top of the point hold, but as long as LeBron Lovers can weather this storm and wait for this turret to go down, they are going to have a chance. High ground gain right now, but again, Rogue, so dangerous in that back line, and Mizuki gonna win the Groot 1v1, take down Maple Zebra, and here comes the walk down for Mizuki. The shield up on the Strange and Gizmo, just taking away all of that damage, sponging it up, charging those support ults, and the cart is gonna start to move. CC dropped low, gonna have to fall back, and it's not a full fight win just yet, but already pushed all the way back. Our Strat pack, and LeBron Lovers looking really good as Rogue gonna pick up the stragglers. Gizmo gets involved as well, and they are just cleaning up the rest of these players. And I'll tell you what, Oshi, it's looking pretty done and dusted right now for the side of Strat pack. They need to get a touch really soon.
Yeah, this is just one clean push, and this is what I was talking about that Strat pack were not able to do in their first round through rather, is getting the rotational kills, right? They were able to get one pick and they weren't able to convert it into a 2, into a 3, into a wipe, and that's it. They hit that first point. That's it. There's nothing else
Dingers
to that.
We'll clean up the last two. I mean, that was as textbook as you get for the side of LeBron Lovers. I mean, just another insane map for Dingers. This guy has been on fire whenever he's been in the server, so shout out to Hunter. He has been absolutely insane. We'll pick his team up. Another win. Mizuki, also a phenomenal tank player, gonna get away with the MVP. I mean, but you see it. 11 final hits out of 18 kills coming in for Dingers. Absolutely insane. And I mean, that is tough to deal with if you're Strat pack. These guys are on fire right now. They're gonna have to regroup for match 2. Yeah, we're ready to head into Tokyo 99 Spider Islands, and we are heading in just a sec. It is a 1-0 lead right now for LeBron Lovers. A map here will take them into the grand finals that will be played tomorrow, where they will take on none other than Guardians of the Sun, who have run their way through the upper bracket. So it'll be interesting to see. And then obviously the side of Strat pack trying to extend us to another map. And they're, as you said, you know, you think they got to change up a comp or two to make this one real winnable. So we're going to jump in just a second here. We're going to get into the ban and pick phase. What are you looking for when we jump into the bans? Are you trying to see more, maybe some tanks getting banned out? Do they finally ban away the Groot and Moon Knight of Mizuki and Dingers? Who knows?
Again, I don't think that the Groot was a problem. I think the Moon Knight is unquestionably an issue. Right. We didn't see any change. You were saying it all the time. That entire game and the last game that they played, it is their bread and butter. That is exactly what they want to be playing, what they want to be doing. You got to take things like that away from them and make them change their mind and do something different, while you are also going to change your mind and do something different. If they want to keep playing that ultimate-based comp and you're going to let them, you should be switching over to the respawn comp, right? Because they're going to pop their ultimates. They're going to get their 2 or 3 picks. Your Adam Warlock is going to have been sitting around a corner anyways, and he's just going to bring everyone back, and you're going to move on and keep pushing the point. And they're going to have to wait. They're going to just have to keep waiting until they get their ultimates back up before they can try it again. Meanwhile, you're also going to have your ultimate back up then. Rinse, repeat, defeat.
Well, speak of those res comps, LeBron Lover is going to come in and instantly ban away one of the pieces to that. They're going to take away DJ Star-Lord. But on the other side, how do you respond if you're Strat pack? Keep that Rocket Raccoon and BRB res beacon back. And that will be there. Keep Magneto going to go down next. Penny being kept as well. Penny is just insane on this map of Spider Islands. It is so high value if you can get down those mines in the right place, completely eliminate a dive. So no surprise here, a penny being kept, but once again, a Magneto gonna get banned.
To be fair, it is Penny's map, so she should be good on it,
It's true.
right? Like,
It's true.
let's leave that where it is. We're gonna put that in the pocket and not talk about her talk about her once she comes on screen because she has been saved. Instead,
Yes.
we end up with the Groot going down as well. So no Moon Knight, no Groot, and you can see they do actually opt to say we want the Punisher kept to go in tandem with the Rocket. So they're not necessarily looking for the Bucky resets, which is what I was expecting to see because we did see a bit of Bucky gameplay coming in as well. That is the Hela being saved as well. So we are going to have a very, very high damage game this time.
Yeah, I think they want to keep Rogue on that Hela. Been very impactful when they are on it, and Namor going to get banned out here as well. Really trying to eliminate any type of a dive and trying to make them fight into these penny mines with the keep. Last ban going to be coming in here for Strat Pack. And decisions to be made. Do you maybe get away a Luna? Do you get away one of these other strategists? They actually are going to take away Psylocke. So another direct ban to Rogue, where, we did a game yesterday. Every single hero that Rogue played instantly got banned on the next map. So he's seeing a little bit of back and forth with the bans, but again, here you see this comp coming out where you have the Punisher, you have the Bucky, no Rocket on the side of Lebron Luvrs, but flip that around, you go to Strat Pack, they are going to go Punisher and the Rocket for that infinite ammo, single tank lineup, a double heal, and as you said, that 2-2-2, they're going to stick with it.
They're not.
Oh, they have
They're
switched
not
it up.
sticking with it.
They got a 3-2 now.
There's
Okay.
a 1-2. Yeah, so there's a 1-2-3 set on defense here, right? We've got the 1 tank, the 2 DPS, and 3 healers, which is again incredibly meta. We were talking about it. That is what we expect to see.
Heals.
It's the other side that I'm kind of confused by, where we have. Sorry, it's the 2-2-2 now. Never mind. They did swap off.
They
So
switched it.
yeah, Sofa was sitting on Flame for a bit there. So I was
Some
very
old-fashioned
confused.
trolling.
Yeah,
Thinking
I
about we're
kind
gonna
of
go
wanted
to
to see
Human
it.
Torch.
Kinda.
I'd be down for it.
I mean, Torch is cool, right? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
He's a cool character. But 3 DPS in competitive play, I mean, it doesn't even work very well in ranked beyond silver. So, but anyways, here we are with the first lots of damage. Sorry, initial pick as well coming
Yeah,
out
you
with
see
that
the
turret.
instant res coming in. Sofa gonna bring back up Rogue. It is the attack for Lebron Luvrs to start us off. And just damage going back and forth. This choke point in the bridge, very, very hard to defend and get past, depending on your comp. Vanster actually going to take down Dingers. So that's an early fall for the side of Lebron Luvrs. The Hela, a lot of damage coming in for Vanster. One of the reasons they wanted that character up, the Penny Mines to come back in, but instantly shut back down. Gizmo trying to do all that they can to keep this alive, but so much damage flooding in for the defense. But here we go. You got to back away now. That turret from Dingers online. Don't want to sponge too much of that damage up and end up falling really low. Players in the back line right now for the side of Strat Pack. They're going to fall all the way back. Still have Maple Zebra fighting in the front line with that strange shield to get rid of some of this damage. But it's already started to be a payload push going in favor of the Lebron Luvrs. And the Penny flank looks to be on. Actually just going to take a different angle. They have a bunch of ults here that have built up, and that's exactly what we were going to see. DJ with the Punisher ult, good for one. Will take down Mizuki, but not going to find quite much else. So that ult goes down, and they only find one pick with it because that res instantly comes back. That is a great job by Lebron Luvrs to get out of there, and their ults are about to go crazy right now.
Yeah, they have almost all of them up and are going to be ready to just absolutely pop heads. That Hela height is going to be useful as well here, but I don't think it's going to save you in the end once everybody decides to press that Q key on their keyboards. Here comes number one, starting with the Spider Mines going out. Everybody's going to follow. The Hela ult does come as well. It's a good piece of safety, but you've got a Doctor Strange on the other team. You ain't doing too much right off the rip. Does manage to actually take him out in the end, but that did completely gut the Hela ult.
Yeah, the second response, that fight was very weird from the start. You had Rogue going down early, unable to initiate with that ult. DJ gonna win the Punisher 1 versus 1. Dingers will fall, Vanster as well. We get 2 of their own, and a fight win will go in favor of Strat Pack. So they push them pretty far back. Still a minute 30 left, and Ultimate's online, but they really got to start getting this payload on the move. I believe there's a rocket on the flank right now.
Yeah, what is Sofa doing?
Just going back and forth and then just playing on top of the roof. And here comes the Strange ult right into the middle. Not quite going to hit what they wanted. Zebra just living on the card. And here comes that Luna ult in from Wolfrax to keep all of it alive. Judge, Jury, Executioner for Dingers. The Punisher ultimate going on through, but they're just going to take the space back. Not run right into it. There's no deaths with all of these ults being popped. And how do you respond? A massive ult from Maple Zebra. The Eye of Ohgawdevents gonna get 3 or 4 players up in it, and it will be a fight when the rocket will fall as Sofa. And Vanster will pick up that kill. 40 seconds left, and they gotta start getting touches.
Strat, that's what we wanted to see! That's what we wanted to see! We wanted that change, we wanted the comp, we wanted to see you guys coordinate and work together. The bans that you chose are clearly functioning, and the comp you selected has worked as well, as now we even have Mizuki opting to go over to the Venom, realizing that time is getting close. They are running out of it, and they have to get there quickly and be able to hold things down. Moving over to that with the 2-2-2 comp, not doing what it needs to be doing against the 3 healer system right now. I don't know what they can do. They just have to force the play right now. That's really
they're
all
getting the
they
picks.
can do.
The picks are going down right now. Vanster gonna respond in this Invisible Woman ult by dropping the Hella, trying to see what they can get, but they're actually gonna just shoot that right down. The cart is being pushed, but they really need to start getting it on and move on. Only 1 ult right now. It's Heart with that rocket damage boost, but some are being built up. The Scroll Stampede from Dinger is going to be on the way, but Heart will actually drop down Dingers, and the healing is going absolutely crazy right now. They still have to push this cart further and further. They have the pieces on, but this turret going to be so hard to deal with for the side of Strat Pack. K gonna get one with Mantis. The Venom diving back in, and here it comes for DJ. A chance to wipe up the point. The Luna ult's gonna be there to try and take away some of that damage, but the Punisher just does way too much. 2 for DJ. It's Maple Zebra's ult that will actually finish out Mizuki. The Squirrel Stampede is in to still try and get the touch, but the Invisible Woman ult will take that away. An immediate counter, and this is looking damn good for the side of Strat Pack. They're gonna wipe up everything else. Another first point, first hold.
Absolutely flipped everything on its head compared to what we saw in the very first map. Getting the first point hold in return after getting almost no stoppage in the very first map on their defense. Phenomenal play by Strat, and it truly is the Strat difference this time around. Is their options to change their strategy up, to go with a more aggressive base composition with the 3 healers backing it up, choosing and banning out and then selecting the characters that let them play a consistent amount of damage and with the very high damage ultimates, but not the burst-based ones, right? Again, the consistent, persistent damage ultimates of the Judge, Jury, Executioner. It's not a burst, it is a whole lot of bullets coming at you very, very quickly, not one very, very large bullet. And that ultimately is what led them to that incredibly well-defended round.
Yeah, well, now we have to see if Strat Pack can push this not too far. They don't have that far to push it on this first point, but still, we've seen crazier things happen on this first point. It's so hard to be able to cap. I haven't seen this map in the tournament yet go all the way to the end. It's been so well played by these teams to just keep it on this first point. And you can see the side of Lebron Luvrs want to break down this bridge already and turn it into a real choke.
I want to say one of the biggest differences between the 2 defenses here is that Penny. There was no Penny on the defensive side when Strat was doing it, and they still managed to hold, they didn't hold this choke at all. They held the next choke in the end. But Penny, as you were saying at the very start, if you can get those mines down, if you can get the paths laid out, is phenomenal at locking down choke points, especially on this map. So really have to see how much those come in, and if we get one of those one-shot opportunity moments.
Well, Dinger's got the opening pick as the Punisher, and that's an early kind of advantage for them. The cart is going to go underneath the bridge already and pass through it, so it's a good push for Strat Pack, but no deaths just yet. That means the ultimates are being built up for the side of Lebron Luvrs. Is exactly what they're trying to do. This Strange doing so much damage for Maple Zebra, just building up that ult. The Strangers will go back and forth. Mizuki wants to try and get into this backline, build up all that energy, will explode it, try and do damage onto Maple Zebra. But here comes the flank from Hella, going to be picked up by Dingers. Will actually drop Vanster. Switch on over to Heart on this Rocket Raccoon. Here comes the infinite ammo being dropped down right on Dingers. Will take down DJ, and so much damage being done across the board. That is so hard to out-heal. They're doing a good job of it right now, but still the point right at the moment in favor of Strat Pack, because Maple Zebra has done a great job to continue the touch. Far more players on it for the side of Lebron Luvrs, and now they want to go back in after they won, or excuse me, they pretty much lost that initial fight. The Invisible Woman ult will tee them back up, and this ult fight, Oshi, is going to get real interesting real soon.
I was about to say, we're starting to see Strat fall back into the same problem that they had in the very first map, where they're not using their ults together anymore. They had some incredible combos in the first round, as the Judge Jury Executioner does come out for some big picks by by Dinger there. DJ getting completely caught out, but the ults are coming back up for the attack side as well. But again, the Eye of Agamotto is sitting in the hands of Mizuki, and you can see him up on that rooftop waiting.
I've seen Mizuki do this before.
He's gonna do it again.
This happened yesterday, where you go from the top rope and they're not looking for it. So here comes the ult. If they can wait this out, and they will. Here it comes from the top rope. Not gonna be able to get the Punisher, but still, the damage is done. But it actually swings the other way in favor of Strat Pack, who are able to deal with it. Maple Zebra with the damage boost from the Mantis will take down Mizuki. And that was a good play, trying to go from the top rope. Not quite what they were looking for with the result. And DJ will clean up Dingers. They're getting closer and closer to pushing this point. Still a minute 15 left, and they're getting the staggers that they need. A Luna ult will run onto the point to get the touch and allow the rest to come in. I believe Mizuki has a TP still to get them back onto the point. That's exactly what they need to do right now. So much healing. Sofa just dumping all of it in, but that Hella ult's going to make it real difficult, especially when we can find the Invisible Woman, and there goes the kill. Wow. Rogue will fall. Vanster with another. Going to take down those mines. They're still getting a touch off, though, so it's not done and dusted just yet. The picks are going in their favor, and the damage is starting to overtake that healing, so now it will be wrapped up. We are heading to a map 3 in the lower bracket grand final. Strat Pack will get it done here on Spider Islands. And to 3 we go. Welcome back, everyone. We are ready to get into map 3 of the lower grand finals. Winner is going to head on to the grand finals, take on Guardians of the Sun. I am Willie. Alongside me, we got Oshi. We are in for a phenomenal map 3, a great way to end it. Lebron, Luvrs, and Strat Pack tied up 1 apiece. I mean, this is going to be a photo finish ending, it feels like.
Yeah, we haven't had anything reach the first marker yet.
Yep.
Actually, I was thinking about it. It's like, have we had anything past the first marker? No. Have we had anything at the first marker? Also, no. So we're literally looking for a first past the post situation here of, can someone actually make it anywhere, or is this just incredibly defender-sided?
Yeah, I mean, both these teams just have a great defense so far, and it's been the same story. Whoever gets on defense first is going to be the one to win it. That's been the formula so far. This map, I think we might see a little bit of a different story. We're actually jumping in right now, so we will be heading into the map 3. We got all the players here.
Say it. Say the map name, Willie.
It's Ysgard. Did I get it? Ysgard?
Yggdrasil Path at Ysgard.
Yeah, that one. that's where we're heading for map 3. Before we jump on in, as a reminder, we have that donation goal to hit. We are, I think, still at 437 out of 500. So we're so close. If you have the extra money to spare, go ahead and throw over that money for the LA.
If you hit it while we're live, I will sing a song. Ooh. No word of a lie. I will do a full stop karaoke right now. I'll do it in the middle of the game if that's what you want, or I'll wait till the end of the game. Whatever it is, put it in the donation, add a little bit of text and say before, after, put it in the chat. Either way, we hit it, I will sing. Otherwise, I'm not going to, and that's a loss for all of you, trust me.
Don't want to miss out on that. We are into the ban and pick stage. Moon Knight and Rocket going down early. We actually let Rocket be kept through on the last map, and maybe just wanting to not have that same problem this time around. Groot going to be kept as well, and Star-Lord. So we're kind of seeing a combination between both maps going on where the Moon Knight gets banned, but the Groot will be kept.
Yeah, I'm actually very interested in how this is going to work because obviously we saw the initial combo being being the Groot Moon Knight, right? We saw that in map number 1. We've talked about the very well-known Resurrection combo where you really do need to have the Star-Lord on board there to be the one that's stealing all of that damage and being a pest and getting in the way, which, by the way, I think would be in the hands of Rogue, I'm guessing, because that very much suits the playstyle that we've seen thus far. But I don't know.
Yep.
We'll find out if that ends up being a thing. Penny goes down as well as the Strange. Very,
so the things
very
from last
surprised.
map gone just like that.
Yeah.
They don't want to see the Penny. They don't want to see the Strange.
They don't, and I think we're going to see another DPS as a lock-in here to keep. Wouldn't be too sorry, I would be very shocked if it is either the Punisher or Winter Soldier. The Hela is,
Yeah.
yep, that's what I was getting towards there, is of what I expected to see. Yep,
Strat
Magneto,
Pack's pick.
finally, we get to see the
There
dunks.
we go. Yeah. There we go. That's Strat Pack's keep right there, too. And they are going to ban away Rogue Psylocke once again, but probably see that on Hela. The final ban coming in for the side of LeBron Lovers. We're going to start out on defense. Last ban to come in here.
I would
feel
put
like we might
I would
see a
put Invisible.
strategist.
I would put Invisible Woman.
Yeah, those alts got so
Right
much
here.
value. Hey,
Yep.
he called it just like that.
Come on, strategy is
There we
strategy.
go. Exactly. I mean, that's a great ban coming in though. Those Invisible Woman comps get so much value, not in just the healing or the ultimates, but the damage that you can put out on Invisible Woman. Absolutely insane. And I'm looking at this comp up top. We're gonna see a little bit of a role switch. Gizmo, who's primarily been a tank player, at least from what I've seen, will be on Hela, and Rogue will switch over to the Magneto. We also are seeing that Luna and Namor combo by Dingers and Wolfrax. And just the Luna on the side for Strat Pack. They do have that triple heal meta going right now. They have the triple res comp, as you mentioned, actually, online for Strat Pack. They got the Mantis, the Warlock, and the Star-Lord.
Yeah, very interested to see how that plays out for them, because obviously it is incredibly execution-based. You have to really be on top of it. But I love the Namor pickup here specifically. I find that he is an incredible counter to the kind of overall gameplay that Star-Lord really brings along with him, because obviously the turrets are able to just auto-target and kind of help pick people out of the air when they're trying to fly around and be a nuisance and not, be in a single location to get locked down. So that's going to be very interesting. And also, again, kind of hinders the overall push aspect of the game as it exists, because you're able to have those turrets firing from multiple angles and kind of get rid of the locations where people are going to try to hide.
Well, Gizmo and Vancer both get opening picks, and then they do fall, so it will be a reset right here. Dingers with the Namor will get a pick onto the Mantis nonetheless. This is a really good comp. I'm feeling very good about this coming in for the side of LeBron Lovers on the defense. I like how they got the Mag in the front line doing the work, and obviously this Luna-Namor duo can be insane with the team up. Got DJ here, a lot of chip damage going on through in that front line, taking the Groot down. Already 74% to that ult. So who's going to be able to charge for it first? It's going to be DJ, or is it going to be one of those support ults? Sofa actually already has her ult up, so something to look for there. Starting to get charged up, and I think DJ is going to rip this right away. Here we go. It is out the Star-Lord ult and instantly responded. They got to get inside of the Luna ult. There we go. Mizuki will finally get on in. So that pretty much negates that Star-Lord ult. Good job of cycling right there, and they have the Luna still up, because that was the clone that went and copied the Luna from the Loki, but Wolfrax will actually die with that ult, so that is a huge break for the side of Strat Pack. They're more than halfway into this first point. Got to finish it off here. Kills go back and forth. DJ going to take down Dingers. The Ruins are going to be shot down by Maple Zebra, and the tanks are going to have to fall back. So for right now, it's a fight win going in favor of Strat Pack. That shield has to go up to keep alive Rogue. I don't even think they have a touch to get back in this, Oshi.
There's 10 meters. I'm watching it tick down. We got a point. We got a point, Willie. We finally got a point, Willie. That means the game is going to go a little longer. We're going to actually have a nice, solid series in what is essentially a best of one at this point in time. I'm really glad that you called out it being the... Oh, wow. What a little flank. Nice little pick. Goodbye, Vancer, indeed. I wanted to say I like how you called out it was the Loki usage of the ult. The fact that they were able to pick out Wolfrax afterwards was massive. Finally see a Magneto come down and dunked onto
Slam
the
dunk.
head of Tater.
LeBron Lovers with a dunk.
Yep, we finally got to see one, but of course, there is CC on the Adam Warlock, able to get the respawn back, bringing back 3 of what was just killed, and DJ now going hard because there is no ultimates left to counter his.
Yeah, gonna be diving back in. Vance are gonna clean up Wolfrax, and DJ is pretty far in, but again, has that res to be able to fall back now. Their team is all the way up here already. Maple Zebra gonna take down Rogue, and these staggers are insane right now for the side of Strat Pack. They're just putting down all of these stragglers. It looks like Mizuki is gonna be the next one up, and this already feels like it's a 2nd point cap for the side of Strat Pack.
I would say holding this 2nd point is one of the most difficult on this map. I mean, there's only 3 points of the map, so it's not really that big of a ratio, but it's definitely the hardest one to hold as a defender because there are no solid choke points. The corners are not in your favor. You do not have any height advantage, and the respawns are not that far away. Here comes the Hello ult. Gizmo, what can you get done?
Yeah, Gizmo is going to be instantly responded with because the Mantis ult and the Soul Bond is right there, but they're going to stay up for it right now. Dinger's going to go up top, and that ult instantly shut down. Vanster just melts him. A Luna ult going to have to come in for the side of Wolfrax just to keep their team alive. It's actually Sofa on the clone, onto the Luna to just be able to keep everyone alive and live. Just like that, it's another initial fight win that will go in favor of Strat Pack.
This is what happens when you take someone's comfort pick away from them. We have seen a complete 180 out of Dingers when no longer having the Moon Knight to go to here, and it has been unquestionably the biggest ban. Another
Double
DJ
DPS
coming out.
Yeah, double DPS ults right now. You got Vanster and DJ who are just combining, taking down all of these players. They get 3 initially, make it 4, and Maple Zebra will get the final hit. But this is looking done and dusted right now for the side of Strat Pack. There's not really an ult to come in and touch, just the Star-Lord here to be able to get it. And Dingers will fall. Gizmo now has to be the one to run in and get a touch, but will just be cut on down. They do have this Groot ult to try and get value out of it, and Mizuki will get one and will live on the point. So that is massive right now, and Mizuki actually kind of doing the impossible, pushing them all off the point, has to be able to live. And Rogue has the touch right now, but again, drops so low, but the healers have made their way in. Here's Wolfrax with the ult to come back in touch as well. And just like that, when you think it's all said and done, LeBron Lovers come right back. The res will come in, but for now, it's a fight win going in favor of LeBron Lovers.
Yeah, I would definitely like to see Rogue put that ball in the air and get a pick with it sometime soon while that ultimate is still up and still available. But you know, you can see DJ and is almost ready. Hard out, pops the Luna Snow ult. They're going to be walking right in so really easily here. There are multiple ults ready on both sides right now. It's going to be who uses what, but Dinger's unable to use his whatsoever, goes down. Very unfortunate as Strat living up to the Strat part of their name with not just the strategist gameplay, but the strategy that's gone into their selections.
Yeah, Rogue not going to be able to pop that ult either. It's just Gizmo. Dingers with the Star-Lord ult is going to try and answer back. Can't find one just yet with the fade. The Luna ult is going to come in and get another touch. So Sofa with that Loki clone, but can it be canceled away? No, it cannot. Maple Zebra not able to find it there, and this Luna doing a great job of just leaving. Has to do so much more, and they're actually going to find the picks. It's just Sofa with the ruined lamps on the point, trying to survive. Vanster will get that kill, but here comes Mizuki. It's such a great job of touching, coming in for the side of LeBron Lovers. Not getting off the point just yet, but the ult from Gizmo will get them off the point. And it will be a full cap with 1 minute and 53 seconds left for Strat Pack.
Now just imagine if LeBron had been able to pull out that level of stoppage anywhere else on the map. We'd still be going, we'd still be talking about the game, or the round rather, but instead they weren't able to get anything going their way until the very, very end. They're really starting with Mizuki, and quite frankly, cannot blame him for playing the way that he did. It was a little selfish at the end, but you didn't have a choice. He had to be the last man standing, holding that point, getting the touch to stop that cart from moving any which way. Did a phenomenal job of it, but now we're seeing him move over to the Thor for the attack, looking for something a little more mobile, I guess.
Yeah, Mizuki's been absolutely insane on the tanks. Gonna need a big one this time around too. Dinger's actually gonna jump on the tank as well, so they're gonna switch it up a little bit. Rogue on the Iron Fist. All right, Gizmo will go back to the Star-Lord. So LeBron lovers, they know it's do or die. They're whipping out every page in the Strat book right now. A chance for the cheaper town homes to come out from Rogue.
Cheaper town homes.
That's all I can hear with that alt now. Twitter's ruined it for me. That's all I can hear.
In the current global market, everybody wants cheaper townhomes.
Everyone wants cheaper townhomes. Well, here we go. And the side of LeBron lovers need to put together a insanely good push to get it to overtime. Yeah, I mean, if you're Strat Pack, you're trying to put it away with a stoppage right here. Mizuki in the front line, a little bit of damage with the mag. But again, we're just charging ults right now. No one to find anyone early just yet, so no early pick. We see the role changes once again coming into effect. Maple Zebra going to take down Rogue, who switched up on to the Bucky. And already this defense looking so damn good for the side of Strat Pack.
I question going to Bucky in this situation, knowing that the rocket is banned. Your combo just isn't there. I understand wanting to have that burst style damage in order to get the picks out, in order to kind of continue that push onwards, but you're losing so much synergy by choosing that. So really got to see Rogue play something phenomenal as Gizmo here, putting in a lot of work, taking full advantage of that shield from his teammate Magneto in order to get the damage down. But this is picks on picks going both directions. Very interested to see who comes out on top. It is the defense.
There we go. Yeah, the triple DPS combo working out so far, but here comes DJ with that Star-Lord ult. Has been very good if they can stay alive and gonna find maybe another pick here onto the group, but that was the Magneto, but the bubble at the last second to survive. So once again, the attack by LeBron lovers staying strong right now. They have this Hello ult to get active with Dingers, and this could get massive value because they're just a portal, but they actually just melt it instantly. The damage is still done, and now here comes the Luna ult to keep it alive. The board again will come in. CC will revive K and DJ, but from downtown, it's Mizuki with a Magneto ult to answer right back. Another Star-Lord ult, and here comes the Bucky reset. Gizmo gonna try and clean up the point, and will do exactly that. Everyone has to fall back and fall away. And for right now, it's looking like a first point cap going in favor of LeBron lovers. You still have DJ here to maybe come in and try and get a touch, but will just be dropped down so damn low. First point in favor of LeBron lovers.
I love Mizuki on this character. The Magneto suits their playstyle so incredibly well, and they're truly showing that they are the M in MJ with the dunks as they come out, picking up 2, and really being the true opening that their team needed in that situation. What a pick by Rogue right there as well, picking out K on the back line, and then Dingers with the huge follow-up as well. We have seen this team completely turn around from the last round.
I mean, you mentioned this is one of the hardest points to hold in the map right now. And just in the game in general, so hard to get it done, and they're already getting pushed all the way back the cart, not even halfway there, and they're basically spawn touching, so the pressure, no good right now for LeBron lovers. Mizuki tanking a lot of damage, and here comes the Hell ult to come in for Vance. They're going to be blocked up momentarily, but Vanster will find Dingers and firing the way into the backline. Gets a second, potential for a third as Sofa falls, but will run out of time. It's a fallback for LeBron lovers. The staggers will come in, and just like that, it's actually a second fight win that goes in favor of Strat Pack.
Strat Pack holding exactly where they needed to. This bridge is once again kind of the only real choke point. Looks like they're going to be knocking it down as well. It's very similar to what we saw in that last map at the very start of the game, kind of creating an additional choke in this location as best as they can. They only have to hold on for 1 more minute and keep their team away from that third point. Sorry, keep the opposing team away from that third point as we see the ultimates being charged back up. Rogue has theirs, Mizuki has theirs, but it is, of course, DJing to open us up.
DJ back up, another downtown ult from Mizuki. Won't hit this time around. On the other side, both mag ults actually missing. DJ gonna res himself, but Rogue will get the pick. Double Luna ults right now, but still the damage being found. And right when this ends, Rogue is gonna have the chance to go right in with the Bucky ult and the board again. But here it comes from Dingers. They'll be the first one, and they're finding value as well as Gizmo. getting the picks back and forth. The reses do not matter. It is too much damn damage being pumped out for the side of Lebron Lovers.
The Rezzers never actually got to come out. That's the craziest thing about what happened there. CC hit the ult button and got interrupted by Rogue. Rogue hit the pull and completely negated any possibility of this res comp actually functioning properly. Second point gets hit, clock gets ticked back up. There is about a minute and 20 left for them to push their way down to this third point. This has to be a huge hold by Strat Pack.
I think K swapped over to the Cloak and Dagger now. I believe that they were the one who was on that Warlock, so they're going to switch it over and just try and burst some of this healing coming out because there's so much damage coming in for Lebron Lovers. CC also on the thing, going to charge right on in, do a lot of damage, but has to back all the way out. So we see this last point. They're switching it up just a little bit. CC gonna switch back over to the thing. DJ gonna find Gizmo and the Star-Lord 1 versus 1. Rogue starting to charge up that ult again, already at 73% after they used it on the last point. Dingers, another big 1v1 win on the Hella, and numbers will stay in favor of Lebron Lovers, but here comes the answer. It is DJ. He's gonna get hooked in. What a hook by Rogue, and now they have the ult to go in, and this could be crazy if they choose to go again. Gonna save it right now and just play for the staggers, but here comes the ult from downtown. Mizuki gonna slam it on in. Dinger's gonna get another pick. They're gonna keep burning the ults. Advanced are actually getting a couple, but here comes Rogue, try to go again, and we'll get to the reset, and now can hold on to wait for them to come out of spawn. They're gonna wait it out. That's gonna buy so much time. They're gonna hit it right now, but that Luna ult is really gonna cancel any chance of a reset. So the side of Strat Pack just running on to the point right now as we come down to the last couple of ticks. That Luna ult, it starts to run out. Gizmo, close to the ult charge, gonna run in with the E, take down DJ. The Magneto ult gets canceled. Gizmo from the back line, just running it down with the Star-Lord ult. They are in the Cloak and Dagger ult, and Gizmo will fall. K doing it and getting it done. Sofa from downtown, another Magneto ult that will not hit. They still have numbers on the cart right now, but still the touches back and forth. DJ falling back into the back line. Gizmo still a ways away, and Rogue trying to get what they can do on the point. It's a photo finish at the end here in the lower grand finals.
There's only 1 minute left for them to actually finish this push-up. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it because CC comes rolling in with the Groot ult, gets a 4-person lockdown, but not really any picks come out for his team. And quite the opposite, actually. It is the team of Strat Pack that go down in the end here. This is going to be a fully completed push. As just, I mean, that's salt in the wound by Dingers. Pick up that kill with the Hella ult right there, as we are a 3-3 situation with 1 minute, or sorry, we're gonna have 2:10 for our for our Strat Pack and 1 minute to follow that up with. So let's see what we end up with here, not just composition wise, but in terms of continuation. Is Strat Pack going to be able to come back against the momentum, or are Lebron Lovers going to be able to continue with the Scottie Pippen-esque feeds that Rogue has been pulling out, just putting ball in the hand of his teammates over and over and over?
Yeah, Rogue looks so much more comfortable on this Bucky. I hope that they stick to that character in overtime. And you can see, I think they found the comp that they were comfortable with. You got Dingers on the Hella, Mizuki on that Magneto. Gizmo has looked phenomenal on the Star-Lord. Rogue popping off on the Bucky, and then the healers of Sofa and Wolfrax on that Loki and Luna combo have looked so damn good. And you can see another switch up for the side of Strat Pack. They're gonna go Vanster on the Swirl Girl, which we have seen in the tournament before. CC actually gonna switch it up and go to the main tank on Magneto to get Maple Zebra on the Groot, and another healing change up. K gonna go back to the Cloak and Dagger, which we saw on the third point. But other than that, it's just been chaos of the role switching right now. Everyone trying to find the answer to the test.
Yeah, there's really no solid composition that anybody is looking to have here. Sorry, I stand completely corrected. No, I don't. Sorry, I did not realize that was the Loki on the attacking side right here. I thought that we were going to have a res comp again, but just not a thing. Dinger's first one to go down on the attacking side. DJing out here looking nice and healthy and stacking that percentage, but nowhere near as fast as Vanster, who I want to point out is on the Squirrel Girl. I would say the second most hated character in this game behind Spider-Man and only Spider-Man at this point in time. But Squirrel Girl is such a strong defensive character, being able to do good burst damage, consistent burst damage at that, with some CC as well. So very, very much want to pay attention to where these nuts end up going. As, like you said, Vanster picking up a kill off that backline with a nice ricochet.
It's so good. Yeah, Vanster doing so much damage with this Squirrel Girl, and that was the answer. You answer damage with damage. Going back and forth. DJ running in and the Squirrel Stampede in. Logie gonna try and live on point, but how much can they get it done? They don't have any ults to touch. They just have to brute force it in, and they are killed on the way there.
Wow.
Hard and CC combined. Not a very far push at all. Only 32 meters and 2 minutes and 10 seconds for Strat Pack to take this home and head to the grand finals.
For the Americans out there, 32 meters is approximately the length of a third of a football field.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an American. I had no idea. I said 32 meters confidently. I don't really know how much that is. It's the American in me. What can you do? I played rugby. That's the only the meter sense that I have. But other than that, it's...
Things I love to hear. I'm Canadian. That's why I say the things that I say in that regard. But very, very interested to see. Look at this. The Squirrel Girl is actually going to be picked up by Dingers here on the defensive side, kind of saying anything you can do, I can do. Maybe better. We're going to have to find out the hard way here because Dinger's going to have to show off. And, you know, that skin's a great way to do it to start. But 32.58 meters, and they have double the amount of time to do it. Strat, I really expect them to be able to push through this. But again, also, sorry, Vanster, by the way, also opting to stay on that Squirrel Girl. I would say less useful in attack compared to defense, but very interested to see what he can pull out if he can keep up the consistent style damage. And DJing, staying on that Star-Lord, love to see it because that has been a very, very clutch change.
Yeah, DJ has been insane on the Star-Lord, not just in this match or this map, the entire tournament. That has been DJ's bread and butter on the Star-Lord. The bridge instantly going to be broken here, and the chance for Lebron lovers to put up the hold of a century, or for Strat Pack to push their way right into the grand finals to take on Guardians of the Sun. It's early damage. Bazooki gets taken, but picks right now go in favor of LeBron lovers. Dingers will take down K. Still, the payload not getting pushed that far right now. You can see the Squirrel Girl coming in, doing a lot of damage, being able to push this initial push away, firing back and forth, and already this is a fight win that seems to have gone in favor of LeBron lovers.
Yeah, definitely a very early fight win at that, but it mostly just damage based. They did pick up Cater Tots very early on, but they didn't kind of continue to capitalize on that aside from pushing the rest of the team back. So Strat gonna kind of regroup here, obviously. DJing going in deep. Unquestionably, we have it confirmed, by the way, that DJing is a Star-Lord main, and it looks like it, but unfortunately it does go down. The Squirrel Stampede is very well timed, and it's going to bounce back and forth in such a devastating way. But they've already pushed 29 meters through and still have a minute.
Sofa needs to get back. Sofa needs to get back like now. That was one of the healers that went down early, making their way all the way back. It's been a good stall by Wolfrax with the Luna Snow ult to keep everyone alive. But still, the Spawn War is so much further for the side of LeBron lovers. Strat Pack, and when they die, they can just come to the spawn door so quickly, and it's falling apart just like that. A full push the entire way in overtime. They will get it done. Strat Pack is heading to the grand finals.